Hello and welcome to episode 87 of Let's Run Facebook Ads, the podcast, with, of course, myself, Nick Bollington. Today we're going to talk about Black Friday. Again, it's come around again. It's not that long that I feel that I've spoken about Black Friday, but I wanted to let you into a completely different way of thinking that I don't think you've thought of or anyone's talking about, but this will make it very clear. So let's get into it. Welcome back to the podcast. So Black Friday is just around the corner. We're at the beginning of October. And we're starting to talk about Black Friday again with our clients. We're starting to get creative ready for our clients, copy, what products they're going to put in the offer. And the same questions are coming up. And this is my answer to it, basically. So most people, my clients and other people I speak to, are kind of get against Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all these sort of things because they feel like they are giving a discount on their products because that's all the consumer cares about. And they are absolutely right. It is all the consumer cares about because the consumer just wants to get a bargain. I will be doing it. I will be going on to the website, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, and I will be trying to bag myself a bargain. Now, the way that you need to think about this as selling your product or service, mostly a product, is that you've got to think about it from an acquisition point of view and then what you're going to do with the client thereafter, client, customer thereafter. I want you to think about it as a long-term acquisition. So you're going to be looking at the lifetime value of a customer over you're giving 50% off your product, making hardly any margin, and you're just having a very annoyed day. You have had loads of orders come through, but they all had a massive discount. I hardly make any money. Boo hoo, I'm going to go home and sink myself in a bottle of red wine. If you think about it from a point of view of you've gained a customer and now you're going to use your full funnel strategy to keep in contact with that customer and get that customer to buy more of your products on other occasions throughout a year, you have suddenly turned that customer who came in from a Black Friday deal into a profitable customer from a non-profitable acquisition. Most people don't make money on the acquisition of a new customer. Acquiring a new customer is the most expensive part of the marketing. Even if you sell e-commerce, right? If you get their email, which is why we talk about the birthday campaign, most, if not all, of our e-com customers now are doing the birthday campaign, which if you haven't listened to this podcast, go back onto one of the old podcasts where I talk about it. But you're essentially doing a birthday present. So get on your birthday, we're going to give you 20% off or 30, even 50% off on that person's birthday. But you can do a lead gen campaign with a hook to get them in, to give you their email address. You then reply to them immediately saying, thank you for joining. Here's 10% off. They go and look at the website. They buy, honestly, this is how it works. They go and buy something using the 10% off code. And then a week before their birthday, because you have it set into your automation, you send them an email saying, here you go, here's 50% off any product. Happy birthday. They come back and buy. But in the meantime, you've got them onto an email automation, which is costing you 0.001 of a penny to send that person an email address. You're renting, think of it this way, you're renting eyeballs from the social media giants. Once you've got their email address, you own that consumer. Email is still by far the most profitable way of getting sales into your business. You own their email address. Yeah, fine, they're going to unsubscribe or they might change an email address, but it rarely happens. But you can just keep on emailing them and keep on emailing. I'm not saying once a month, I'm not saying once a week. Get the content out there and do it once a day, every day, if you can, as long as you're sending them good stuff, they have no reason to unsubscribe. So digress slightly. Email address is very important. So I want you to bring that, what we just talked about, to the forefront of Black Friday again. You're going to be doing deals. Everyone's doing deals. You feel like, oh, I've got to do a deal because I've got to compete against everyone else doing a deal. Yeah, you do. But they're all just going to slash their prices. And then trust me, out of all the clients that we have and all the people we speak to and the seminars that we do and the speaking that we do, No one, very rarely does anyone think this way. They're not thinking about the long-term value of a customer. They're thinking about having to drop their prices to get an acquisition and get an order out because everyone else is doing it. Change your mindset into building a full funnel strategy and just use Black Friday as a way to get a new customer acquired and into your funnel and your pipeline. That's the way I need you to think about it. Most companies who know what they're doing are losing money on the acquisition. Um, the White Company, a very successful UK company, which is essentially a discount site, like they've done such a good job of building that business into a luxury brand where it will cost you 60 quid for a decent sized candle. It will cost you 250 quid for your bed linen set, whatever clothing they do now, it's cashmere. But at the same time, they are just a luxury version of a discount site. They have the VIP club, which you can become a member of. Loads of people are VIP clubs, but it means you get something through the post and you get access to new offers quicker and you feel like you're important. Okay. Everything, most of the things that people buy, unless you're the rich people living in Chelsea who don't think about it, most people buy from the White Company because there's a discount and they've got a discount code. Okay. They lose £50 acquiring a customer, and it takes them to their the third purchase is when a new customer becomes profitable for the White Company. Think about that. They are losing £50 per acquisition, and it takes 3 orders before they become profitable. Come on, my words today. What is this saying? Okay, they can beat you in. So let's say one of their competitors is trying to make money, doing exactly the same marketing. They've got the emails going out the back, but they're trying to make money on the Google search. They're trying to make money on the Google shopping. They're trying to make money on the Instagram, the YouTube, the TikTok, all these different platforms. That's what they're trying to make money out of from the off. Okay. They are not going to beat the White Company when the White Company is prepared to lose £50. They're prepared to give those networks 50 quid per acquisition. They're only selling a £10 product or whatever it might be. They're losing money, but it means that they can pay so much more in the auction on these platforms to get ahead of you and win the business before anyone else gets there, which is why they're able to grow so big, over £100 million company now. Okay. That's the thought process through it. If you want to scale your business and you want to make good money, especially in the ecom world, you need to be prepared to make a loss at the beginning, which means that you need to have your retargeting on ads sorted. You need to have an email automation system sorted. You need to have your full funnel sorted. You need to know what your lifetime value of a customer should be. You need to know what your average order should be. You know how much it is to acquire a customer. We go in depth, but that's how I want you to look at Black Friday. Don't think about it as you're just pulling your pants down because everyone else is and you've got to say your product's cheap. The consumer is prepared to get a good, hefty discount. Think of it as winning Joe Blogs into your pipeline, into your funnel, and you're going to get more money out of Joe Blogs every month, every year going forward. Then Joe Blogs is profitable, and you don't mind giving him something very cheap right at the beginning. I hope that helps. I hope that changes your sort of view on Black Friday and these other discount days what we have or whatever, and especially sales. You know, some people, their whole business is grown on the acquisition is based on a discount. Yet some people get so. We're working with new businesses at the moment who've just launched some big products, whatever. They're so protective over the brand. Oh, it'll affect a brand. You're not a brand. You're not a brand until you are turning over as an e-commerce site around about £50 million a year. Sorry, not 50. That's really big. £5 million a year. You're not a brand until you're doing that sort of money. Actually, no, I am right. It is 50 million a year. Like that seems like a whole load of money. It is a load of money, but you're not a brand until you're the White Company, until you're Debenhams, until you're these sort of companies. You're not a brand. Your brand isn't about your ad that's being shown out to someone who hasn't seen you before. Your brand is about how you deliver to them, how you're packaging, what your product looks like, what your everything about it, your customer service when someone's trying to contact you. Is there someone on the phone? Is there someone in the chat? Do you get back to them straight away? That is creating your brand. The initial ad that goes out is about getting someone in and acquiring them as a customer. They will forget how they got there. They don't remember what ad they saw unless it's just like some completely ridiculous ad that makes them laugh or goes viral or whatever. They are probably not. In fact, if I'm thinking about anything I buy now, I can't even remember how I got into their pipeline, or keep saying pipelines, into their funnel, and why I'm repurchasing them. Mindful Chef, I spend what, 35 to 50 pounds a week on these meals that you get delivered in a bag and you make it yourself, nice and fresh and really nice ingredients. I have no idea how I came across them. It may have been a Facebook ad, it may have been an Instagram ad, may have been a special offer. Don't know, but I know that they know that they're taking 150 quid off me every month, and they have been for nearly 2 years. That's what I'm talking about. They probably gave me a free meal or a free week's worth of meals, and it cost them 50 quid, but I've given them 150 quid a month now for 2 years. That's how I want you to think about it. And that's why those companies like Mindful Chef and HelloFresh are now leading these marketplaces and are hundreds of millions in revenue and have become a brand, probably because they're doing 50 million a year. Okay, that's what I want you to think about. I hope you can take away something from this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.